hobbits!
So at long last, I've gotten back into Dark Souls 3. I thought maybe it would be good to have a training wheels build to start off, so I saddled up with a Mad Phantom. This guy's around level 30, which is the lowest I think I've gone to invade in this game. And you'll see why. I'm not very good low level. There's a lot of limitations, but it's also kind of exciting. Kind of rough though. Madness. That's why I made this video. I wanted to talk about the Mad Covenant. So if you go onto the YouTube machine, you'll see pretty much one of two type of videos still for this game that people are still uploading in 2020, year of our Lord. It's pretty much going to be Red Orb Invader videos or duel videos. It's really one or the other. Sometimes you'll see some other things or whatnot. But for the most part, that's really what it's left with. I feel as if that's usually what happens with these games too. I think by the time the life cycles come and gone, some of the more intermediate covenants get left behind, and it's really just about invasions and duels and all that late life cycle tech that people pick up. Like for instance, I hear now that during my hiatus, people have picked up a couple of new glitches that I have yet to run into, such as a matchmaking glitch and a health cancel, or even an infinite Estus refill, apparently, using that bow glitch tech that people have been populating. But another reason why I like low level, you typically don't see it. I don't really have a lot of fun anymore at meta. I did for years, but nowadays when you're at meta, it's another arena surrogate, only maybe you'll invade someone who's got 4 friends and everyone thinks they're having a duel, but they're not. Sing a song, if you will, from my hapless blue friend here. Perhaps someday he'll be better. Certainly isn't watching my Be Better Blues videos. No, he's not. No one does, I know. The Mad Covenant's cool. It's a nice detour from those sweaty marathons you tend to get yourself into when you're a Red Phantom. I can't tell you how many uploaders I've seen put maybe 30 to 40 minute single invasions in Gang City, and they always end the same. Either you get mollywopped at the end, the host disconnects, or you win. And it's always cool to watch, like a really cool, well played fight, but there's something about this one that'll always appeal to me. Look at this guy. For real? But yeah, you're there to jump into the host game, cause as much mayhem as you can before you leave, and maybe keep the game that much more hectic for the host after you've come and gone. And the game's got a cool way of setting up the lore, I think, with this one, with Hodrick, which was one of the more developed covenants, I feel, in the game. And the game definitely has some problems with that. Let's not be obtuse. There are some thankless Covenant additions in this game that really just are there. But the Mad Covenant is one of them. I feel as if Hodrick more or less sets it up where he's there, he talks to you, but he also invades you and puts a summon sign down. It's the game's way of telling you it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you win or you lose, as long as a shackle is earned, the Covenanter is happy, right? I definitely got that impression when I hopped back into the game. I made a level 30 hollow build, which I know hollow builds are typically looked at as maybe being more viable higher level. I don't know if it's quite necessarily the viewpoint I agree with. I feel as if you're under level 60, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. If you're this far into the game and you do not see a Fallen Knight host, you'll probably see him dressed similarly to this guy, or they'll be wearing their starter attire. I probably could have gone a little bit easier, but again, he made me run the gamut to get them over here. But yeah, hollow builds are on this level. I put them on the same pedestal as anything else. If you're under level 60, just do what you want, it's fun. But what I've noticed just watching people online on the Twitch machine and the YouTube and all these Dark Souls 3 content guys, I've noticed a lot of negativity when a Mad Phantom comes into their Red Orbit marathon and starts fighting them, as well as the host. There's a lot of hate I sometimes see sent the Mad Phantom's way, which I don't quite understand. I mean, that's what they're there for, right? I think there's something to be said about each covenant having a certain understanding, like a territorial spirit. I get that. I mean, technically speaking, you're trying to win by beating the host as well. The host is a trespasser, so why would you team up against the Reds or whoever? I mean, you can make an argument there. The Blue Sentinels obviously want to beat the Red Phantoms or the people who invaded using the orb. They could be gold or purple as well. But you're there to kill the invader. Mad Phantoms don't have these distinctions. They just don't. You come in and you're there and you fight everybody as long as it's another Phantom. So I've noticed that when I came back into it, I was watching a couple of videos. I won't name names. There's a few popular streamers out there for the game, and not all of them I enjoy watching. Some of these guys will use glitches themselves when they're dealing with a 4-man team that they can't quite win against, and again, I won't name names, but they tend to be the same guys that dislike when a Mad Phantom shows up and has no interest in teaming up, because, I mean, why? I'm mad. I'm crazy. I'm a Mad Phantom. As long as someone dies, myself included, and a shackle is earned, then that's it. That's all that matters. That is all that matters. That's why I like this covenant. It's less serious. I do think sometimes these games, when they get towards the end of the cycle, they get a little bit too serious. They might start that way too, but definitely towards the end, people just try too hard. And we have Demon Souls coming out soon, as well as Elden Ring. And Demon Souls will be here first, folks, so this is definitely a good time to get practice, and the Mad Covenant's perfect for it. It's perfect practice for invasions if you're not an invader. Shout out to SHAREfactory for the build. I actually got this off of Extra Life. I did some deviations for it for a level 30 hollow build. That's kind of what I have. But that's it. Thanks for watching.